Go live in such a way doesn't show your belly. Greetings, you guys. Hey, I know I don't know, a hot minute or two, a couple days. I'm trying to go back to DC from DC to Costa Rica. I'm sorry, I'm drying my hair, so it's kind of strange. I know a lot of people fuss at me when I'm touching it. We're Roe too. We're post Roe v. Wade. So we are really a hot mess today, a hot mess and a half. Hey, Prairie, I've got a bone to pick with the American healthcare system. Those of you that know me know that I originally planned to go back quickly after my daughter's wedding. Hey, Carolyn, I didn't. What I ended up doing was I stayed a little longer. And as a result, I ran out of one of my medications. I ran out of Lyrica, lovely Lyrica. And I had to go to a clinic to get more Lyrica. Oh my word, you guys. I had no idea Lyrica is a controlled substance in the US. I had no idea. It used to not be a controlled substance at all. And here's the other big difference between drugs in the States and here. This big old bottle. You see this little packet of pills. Everything in Costa Rica comes like this. And I used to fuss and want this when I first got there. It's like, why are you giving me my pills like this? Let me tell you something. This is the best thing ever. You can count and see how many you've taken. If all, I can't do that with this. I never know. So I'm very confused right now with all that. But I got to tell you my tale of healthcare in the States and here. I carry all my crap like that now. I went to one of these doc in the box clinics, which is what I've done for years. If I'm here and I run out of something that I get in Costa Rica, they write you the prescription, they send you on your way. This time it was a little bit different because of the fact that Lyrica is a controlled substance, and there was at the doc in the box asking for a controlled substance, which of course they didn't want to give me. So I had to go in there and I had to do my song and dance about, well, I was supposed to leave this day, but I ended up staying and damn, it's hot in here. And I need my drugs. Showed him that I had it with what the amounts were, the whole 9 yards, did the song and dance, had the stroke last year, and now I have to use this stuff. I have to use Lyrica in order to get through my day because I can't sleep without it, of all things. So what happened was it took me a long time to get the prescription of this big long song and dance with him. Had to talk to the doctor repeatedly. Didn't even know until I went to fill it that it was a controlled substance. The other thing I ran into here with the controlled substance is here in Maryland, they have to use electronic drug prescriptions to send it. So I couldn't just walk into CVS and get it. So I got caught in a loop of going to CVS, calling CVS, and they kept saying, it's not here, not here, not here. Call the doctor's office. Well, we sent it. Well, no, we didn't send it. Well, we're sending it now. I couldn't have been bugging them. I might not have gotten it at all. And I was on the verge of running out. So that was a real problem. So what I can say is the Affordable Care Act mandated everybody going to these digital records, which is a good thing. I know a little bit about medical records, digitizing them because of my work at the clinic that I was at for some years. But the way everything has been implemented now, it makes a tremendous amount of work for people. You know, when I go to the clinic in Tamarindo, it's nothing like this. There's none of this going back and forth. There's none of this going back and forth with my insurance, which also took place at both places. It just happens. You walk in, you pay. You can send it to your insurance later, and they'll reimburse you. But It's simple. It's a single payer system, basically. And it works so much better than what I had to go through the hoops and all of that here just to get 30 Lyrica to get me through in case my flight was canceled. So I'm flying out tomorrow. And I have to talk a little bit about that because this is all completely just bollock stuff. And some of it is what is going on with the lights here? Maybe it's because we have really bad weather getting ready to happen. It's rained here several times. So we're going to have really bad weather, which can impact my flight. So this morning, I got up this morning. Well, I got this morning, obviously. And there was an email waiting from the airline. And then the airline I fly is one of the more major ones. It's one of the big ones. And it said, check in now. Check in digitally online. Well, I thought, okay, I'll do that in a bit. I went back to grab the email to do it, and there was a new email, and it said, are your travel plans flexible? Because if your plans are flexible, this flight that you're on is completely full. We can rebook you tomorrow or the next day where there are empty seats. Does anybody know how to fix a shark vacuum? Prairie. I am, unfortunately, nope. The only thing I know how to do is take the scissors and cut away anything that's impeding it, all the little strings and things that can get caught on there. So now the airline was asking me to consider moving my seat. So I said, I'll think about that. I contacted the lady who's supposed to pick me up tomorrow at the airport and said, hey, would it be a problem if I move my flight? And she said, no, it won't be a problem. I'll pick you up. No problem. I know, Java Man. I'm getting ready to get to that. Not this airline. This is not Delta. I'm not saying which one it is, but it's not Delta. And I can definitely say it's not Frontier because when I went to book Frontier, the ticket was cheap. My bags were going to cost me way more than my ticket, and I don't do that. Oh, I hope so. So the next email, 30 minutes later, said, and I didn't do anything. All I'd done was contact my friend and say, hey, can you pick me up the day after or the day after that? I may change it if you can. So I didn't change anything. Yeah, Delta. I wish I was flying Delta so I could ask for $10,000. What happened was they moved me back to the next day. They moved me to Thursday instead of tomorrow. And I was looking at it, I said, they did it. They bumped me from the flight. So I called them. I called this airline and said, hey, you moved my flight without my permission. I don't have a problem with that, but you're going to have to reimburse me. You're going to have to give me a premium to do that. Well, the first thing they offered was a 1-day pass to the VIP lounge. And I said, yeah, I'll take that because I have always wanted to visit one of those. I have a girlfriend who flies for business all the time, who has access to all the VIP lounges, and the pictures she posts are fabulous. So I was thinking that's a good perk they offered me. Then I said, how about upgrading my seat to either business class or first class, which I didn't think was going to be a big deal. Oh, I didn't think it was going to be a big deal. And why? Because I fly on this airline. They're the best one I've seen yet for disabled. And when I fly them, they almost always upgrade me to business or beyond. They put all of us cripples together in the same part of the plane. They usually have us in business class. So I was just asking up front, hey, can I sit in business class or first class? And they said, suddenly says, oh, a seat is opened up on your original scheduled flight. So you are flying out tomorrow, just like you originally were. And I was like, dang, I just tried to get my seat upgraded. And they put me back on the overcrowded flight after changing so I don't know if I'm flying out or not tomorrow. We got real bad weather happening here. Not right now. It's just kind of been a little cloudy, a little rainy, a little cloudy. We're supposed to have a major storm roll through tonight. And the models don't agree on what's going to happen. Several have said that it's going to be like that tomorrow morning too. So I'm kind of sitting here on pins and needles and fishhooks waiting to see if the airline is going to fly in the morning, because if they don't, I'm here another day. United dragged a person off the plane once because of this. Java Man, I've seen and heard of that happening. It's crazy. And I'm not flying United, thank God, because I have my own squabbles with them in the past. And I'm not flying Delta. I would have asked for $10,000. But I thought it was just funny that the minute I asked for an upgraded seat, they bumped me back to my original flight. Oh, well. And with the weather being scheduled to be what it is tonight and first thing tomorrow, I don't know what's going to happen. But that is when I'm going to get back. And that's when I'm going to get back to regular content. So I wanted to kind of throw that out there a little bit. Got $500 from, see, I've gotten money from Delta for them knocking me back. One time I had a flight that was supposed to leave with Delta at 7 a.m. and it didn't leave until 2:30. I got them to pay me for that because that was a long wait. Because I was upset with them because there had been other times Delta has kicked me off because I didn't show up 3.5 hours earlier, some ridiculous nonsense for international. So I don't know for sure what's going to happen tomorrow, but I'm curious. I bought a new suitcase, so I had to have 2 large suitcases now instead of 1. And I'm just real curious as to what they're gonna do now, or whether I even have a seat. I had to go back and look at my reservation, and they showed me flying out tomorrow. So, have any of you had flown recently and had problems? Last year when I flew on the same airline, they bumped me. And then rebooked me for the very next day. And that carried off, but I didn't even think enough to ask for anything special. But it's kind of funny because I flew here for $50 because I had a credit with this company because they dropped my ADA accommodation so badly in Charlotte. And on the way back, I'm only paying $50 for my seat because I took their credit card. I did miss my chance to visit her. And Java Man, I'm freezing my biscuits off in Maryland. I'm sitting down here in the sun porch yet again, perfectly warm. Everybody else is screeching how cold it is, and they're all inside. And as far as I'm concerned, it feels a little cold out here and out there. I am not going anywhere any farther north that might be cooler than where I am now. I have to get back to Costa Rica and my wonderfully warm home. But you know something? If the Todd Chrisley thing goes forward and there is a trial, I might just book a trip to Minnesota. I haven't been there. I think I've driven through it a couple of times, but I haven't stopped there at all. It's just all a matter of driving around. So it might be pretty interesting if the trial was there to see. But that is assuming there are post-COVID, post-Roe v. Wade, Monkey Pox and world is not going to fall apart again. You know, in Costa Rica, everything is back to business. Bigger, bolder, and wilder than ever. Everything. And no one wears masks. Here, some people are still masking. And I'm going to tell you, my impression is with the U.S. right now that everything has just gone to hell in a handbasket. I've never seen anything like lines that I've seen in Walmart, stores where only one person was working. I'm just seeing all kinds of stuff, and I just have to say, what the hell happened? You know I'm really used to the Costa Rica Pura Vida that we kind of just do our own thing, and we don't worry about everybody else. But here, it's kind of like all the time. And who knows what's going to happen with that. So did anybody watch her this weekend? Anything wild happen in the world of KJ? I'm obviously missing out because I paid no attention to that and hung out with my family yesterday, 4th of July. Happy belated 4th of July, everybody. Okay, I am going to go. I just wanted to rant for a few minutes about airlines and all the doctor's trips to get this stupid pill. Whereas in Costa Rica, you can go to the doctor anytime. The doctor is open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You just walk in. And you could see your favorite doctor. They always have 2 or 3 really good ones on staff and on call at all times. There's none of this hurry up and wait that there is in the States. They even can do emergency room treatments there. All sorts of different things. I've had infusion type treatments at the local place. Edibles are now legal in Minnesota, so we might have some interesting live streams in the future. Java, I heard that. Do you think she would do edibles? Do you know if she used to smoke? I'm really curious about that, I gotta admit, because I think she likes to take the things that make you feel like this, to make you blah, 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 talk, that I've seen. Not so much the others. I couldn't do edibles and have a stream, except one time I did. I had an edible. I had an amount that the person told me to take, the medical person, and it was way too strong. And it was made for the weirdest live stream. I managed to keep talking and stay on topic, but looking back, I was like, oh my God, how did I not just start drooling and ranting at the mouth? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go. That was it. I just wanted to rant a little bit about the crazies of going back and forth with the doctor's office and the pharmacy and going back and forth, and everybody saying, not my problem. I didn't do my job. Edibles and wine and drugs shouldn't be mixed with alcohol. I would say edibles shouldn't be mixed with any kind of alcohol. It's probably a really bad idea, at least in my opinion. Crazy kids with your crazy marijuana, it's all stronger than it used to be. Thank you, Carolyn. I got a quick one tomorrow. I leave here at 7 a.m. and I ride Costa Rica at noon. So I'm really happy about that. See you guys later.